Hello, welcome to Hank's Maker Mentor. Today we're going over how to apply multiple HTV projects efficiently. In the last video, we went over how to cut the heat transfer vinyl projects efficiently, working on 2 different shirts. So if you haven't seen that video, be sure to go back and check that out. And let's jump into applying it right now. Alright, so I've got my Easy Press mat, my Easy Press. I don't remember what I was pressing last time, but 385 is way higher than I want. So I'm going to go down to the 285 because I know I'm going to at least want that. I might want more. I'm going to definitely change my time much lower as well. Alright, so we're going to start on the Furby inspired one. I'm going to go on this purple shirt. I'm using a Bella and Canvas. This is the 100% cotton. These shirts are incredibly soft and really comfortable. This one is a gift. So I'll do that. So my first step is to actually go ahead and I'm going to lint roll it because we've got all sorts of little fuzzies on it. Now I forgot to take my sheet off last time when I did lint roll, so I have to take it off now. And I'm just going to lint roll the entire area I'll be putting the Easy Press on. Just so I'm not, pressing and trying to cook anything into the shirt. So, what I love about this is it's got a cap so it doesn't stick to things. Because most of this is the StarCraft Softflex, I am setting my Easy Press at 285 for, I think I'm actually going to change it to 8 seconds. I'm going to get those done. So I have my 4 layers, and one of the things I actually need to do is I need to find my centers on them further down because it'll just make it a little bit easier to work with. I did not actually mean to get those to touch, but it turned out okay, so that's good. I'm just, that way I've got 2 reference points. I've got my registration mark and my line at the bottom to kind of work on making sure things are lined up. There we go, we're up to temperature. Press that. And we're going to do this last one before we preheat our shirt. Preheated it for 4 seconds just to kind of get any moisture and wrinkles out. And I'm going to use this to help me kind of line it up. You line it up there at the collar, you point it to the center line, and then this will help you figure out how far down you want it to go. I'm going to place this section because it's going to be the highest up, just to kind of give me an idea. If I place those and this one, like where it's going to sit on the shirt, get that lined up back where it should go. That lets me know that this should be there. And my hexagon should be directly below it. So then I'm going to line up my hexagons. There we go. And then just pop my white one back over on top of the black. I'm going to remove my guide and I'm going to put on my Teflon sheet just in case. I will definitely need it later. Just trying to make sure I get into good habits right now. I'm going to press this. I have it for 8 seconds. I think I'm only going to do 5 though, because they will get pressed a little bit more. So we're going to just leave that there. Okay, and then these are a warm peel, so you don't want to take them off right away, but alright, so I'm going to actually, I'm going to pull it from this direction and get most of it off. Then, because the white reference layer is attached to the black one, it's already gone. I'm going to use that just for a minute while I do my spacing. So I want to make sure I get these lined up properly. So there's that. And this one, I've got my blank carrier sheet section at the very bottom, my yellow layer with the registration mark on top, and because these will not cross over each other, I can put the red on the very top and make sure those are lined up nicely. I'm just going to twist it a tiny bit. And then making sure it all stays in place. I'm actually going to increase my heat. Okay. We're going to press this at 300 degrees for 8 seconds. That's partially in between the 2 settings. There was my 8 seconds. I'm going to pull that up. Hair there. Now the holographic is a cold peel and the soft flex is a warm peel, so we are gonna just give it a little bit of extra time. Really hot. I'm actually gonna slide this one to the side while I get our next one set up. And this will do a lot of the same process. You know, I'm using another Bella and Canvas shirt. This one though, I am actually doing it on the back. If you are familiar with the game Legend of Zelda, Link wears his shield on his back when it's not in use, so that's what we're doing with this one. So same thing, I'm gonna just so same thing, I'm just going to lint roll it and I'm gonna use the full shield to kind of try and figure out the spacing I want on it. This is going to someone with longer hair, so I'm thinking I still will leave it, you know, that further down a bit more. Yeah, I think I like that. I got a little bit of extra stuff on it. So I think I'm still gonna leave it. One thing I noticed is my front collar is on my mat and sticking up, which is something we avoid if possible. So I'm actually gonna slide this up a little further. See if we can make it fit. So yeah, we might do just a smidge below 3 inches. So we will kind of see what that looks like. I'm gonna take this and do the same thing where I press to find that center seam. So if you're doing heat transfer vinyl, you never want to use steam. Even if you're doing it with a home iron and it has a steam option, you do not want to use steam when you are applying heat transfer vinyl. It will ruin your design. So I'm looking at my center line. Yeah, I think I'm just going to line it up kind of right at the top of the mat, far enough that it's on, but not to the point where it's way down. I'm actually going to reduce the temperature or the time on this to 5 seconds for this first one, because I am going to be pressing other ones on top of it. So I don't want to overcook this one. Got that lined up. Now, one thing I need to do before I forget is put something under that registration mark so I don't press it onto my design. So I want to make sure it's lined up nice and flat under it. And we've got that whole one. And we're actually going to press this direction for 5 seconds with medium to firm pressure. And then once again, this is the warm peel, so I'm going to give it just a moment before I start taking it off. I'm not being super patient. I will kind of help rub it to cool it down. I'm going to do the blue next, and then I think I can get all 3 of the other ones lined up on the same one. But that was not looking center. No, it looks like I slid that, so that particular mark is not going to help me. So what I will do is I'll just crease my carrier sheet on this to give me my center lines, and then that'll give me enough to go off of that I will eyeball it and call it good enough. Yeah, we'll do that right there. I need something to make sure my registration mark does not get applied to the actual shirt itself. So I'm going to take this and once again press it for the 5 seconds with firm pressure. And then I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of use this to help cool it off. And what I should have done is taped down where that registration mark should have been, because once again it slid up. Doesn't want to stay on this one quite well enough. So we'll see if we use it on the other ones or what we do. So this is our shield accents. I'm going to use this to line up the yellow. Now unfortunately it goes down a little bit too far, so I'm going to see if I can just kind of coax it to let me come on in here and trim that out. So I would prefer not to have to do too many extra presses, since that will heat the bottom one more than I would like to. So if I can get this done in 3 presses, that would be what I would prefer to do. So that one there, and then our last one is the red, which has the same thing. It's got pieces overlapping there. Now on this one, I could just cut most of that bottom section off and then cut that yellow. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this guy off for right now. Pull up the yellow layer. Since I already have one reference point that's staying, I don't need both of them. I'm just going to cut this whole piece off. So I don't cook the stuff that doesn't have any carrier sheet, I'm putting my Teflon sheet back on top, and this one I'm going to do for the 10 seconds. So I'm actually going to just run it twice because I forgot to do my timer. All right. So there we go. And once again, I'm going to rub it down to try and speed up the process. And actually, while that one's going, I'm going to take this off. I did forget about. All right, let's rub it. See if it should be good. I'm going to just start here and pull across. And this is just coming off beautifully. I've got that one last piece, and that is all set too. So there is our finished Legend of Zelda shirt. So those are pictures of the 2 finished shirts. I'm really happy with how they came out. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and click subscribe and the bell icon so you're notified when I release new videos. And until next time, bye.